Jax from the Trinity, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Frostpunk. So, as some of you who have been following the channel will probably know, I was playing Stellaris, got about 2.5 hours into my Let's Play of that, and then my save file corrupted, which was great, just perfect. So I've been trying to get it back over the past week or so, raised a ticket to try and get that resolved, and unfortunately the game is gone. So what do? Well, Frostpunk has just been released, and that's what we're going to play. So, for those of you who have not heard of Frostpunk, it's a post-apocalyptic steampunk game where the world has gone to shit and we have to try and survive. From what I understand, it's pretty brutal, a bit like Banished, I think, in that sense, that if you make a mistake you are going to die. I think some people have described it as the Dark Souls of RPGs. Not RPGs at all, city builders. So that's what we're going to try and do, and let's see how quickly I can die, which, knowing my skills, will not take long. So on the main menu there's a selected scenario. There are no scenarios at the moment because we have to complete the main story, which is a new home. The second scenario is day 20 of a new home once we've done that, and that one is as well, and looks like we've got some more, so maybe some DLC coming, I'm not too sure. Let's go back and start a new home. Alright, so it looks like it was volcano eruptions that actually caused the Great Winter, although scientists agree they weren't the only ones. Always look for laws and buildings that affect them. So it looks like we're going to be able to use buildings, etc. to stop people stepping out of line. Again, I'm going into this completely fresh, so I don't know much about the mechanics or how it's played. Cutscene.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory.
Wow.
It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step, we knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Wow, quite the introduction, eh? A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On our way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of your people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world we know, it has crumbled. So they came from London and went even more north. I'm surprised it was colder than London, but I imagine they went to Yorkshire. So anyway, we have to survive. particle effect. tiles. That's amazing. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay, so let's just pause, shall we? Let's have a look. Okay, so we got... Oh, that's really nice. WASD to move around. Q and E to rotate. And we got the mouse wheel to scroll out. Okay, yeah, I am liking that already. I recently went back to Tropico 4, and my god, it doesn't use WASD to move, and that just triggered me so bad I installed the damn thing. But hey, that's me. So, oh, look at that. I love how like the edges of the screen are frosted over as well. That's really cool. Okay, so we have 80 people that are homeless. What have we got here? Stockpiles. We have some coal, some steel, wood crates, frozen trees, coal. Alright, so we need to stockpile some coal. 0 of 200. Activate the generator. Right, so as I understand it, this is the construction options. Tents, medical outpost, cookhouse, hunter's hut, gathering post, and tech, which is a workshop, which is going to help us tech up. Okay, so build a street, dismantle building, okay. And this is a book of laws. So that's really nicely animated, is that? So the book of laws, can we actually do anything in here straight away? We can. Right, so we need as many people working as possible, so I reckon the first thing is, let's send the kids to work. Hope will fall slightly, child workers can be in accidents, children can work in safe, well, we're on about safe spaces nowadays, aren't we? So let's get that into law, let's get the kids working.
Hear me! New law in the city.
So we need to get coal, really, is what we're after. So let's send maximum amount of workers to go get coal. That's good. We've got some steel, we've got some wood. We got wood, sorry. So let's go get plenty of that and get more wood, I suppose. Get as much as possible. So we still have 35 people unemployed. I really want workers. I don't want to have engineers because they will build things for us. There we go, maximum. So maximum is available, and send the kids as well. I really want to keep the engineers if I can. I suppose I don't need them all. Wood crates. We've got people working on that. Got people working on the wood there. Coal there. Let's send 10 engineers out to that as well. Now let's go. So look how I wish I could zoom in closer, but kids should be not working. Yeah, well, they're going to die, so if not, let's get to work. But look at the people pushing through the snow. There's little lanterns in front of them to try and get sorted out, see where they're going even. Look at that, we can click on individuals, no homes. Biggest concern, everything is fine. I imagine that won't last for very long. So, let's get some... So they're just like stockpiles, but I think probably what we want to do is... Generator is shut down. Steam level 1. So is that the generator actually working? Oh cool, it is, so we can do that straight away. In that case then, let's get some buildings on the go. So people are really going to want places to live. Now these are tents. Let's go back and show you. So basically what it is you have the heater here and you have an outside ring and you're building around the heater all the time. Round and round as you build outwards, and each building has a cold or a base heating level. So tents are base heating level 1, which basically means they can go around the inside with not too much problems, make it fairly livable, it's not so bad. As you get further out, obviously some of the buildings will have a base level 2. Do we have any? So yeah, here we go, a hunter's cabin for example, base heating level 2. That means you can go around the outside and not be too chilly. But let's get some tents down first, shall we? What are we going to do? How are we going to play this? We want to make sure we got like a living section. So let's do that like that. Get some homes down. Probably want a hunter's hut as well at some point. what you can do as well is actually build streets. I think probably the first thing we'll do is just build that first street out like that. And around like that. There we go. So our gatherers are going to gather, getting the tents up, getting the street out there. I think what we'll probably actually do is get a hunter's hut down on the road as well and get some hunters out there. Start bringing some food in for us. I'll put it at that side and try and keep the area to housing as much as possible. There we go, so they will go out and they will now build in the street for us because we have the engineers doing things. Temperature. Oh, so this is just a nice little tutorial. So movement, resources and temperature. Comfortable, livable, chilly, cold, very cold, freezing. Well, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Okay, so we've activated the generator. We're starting to stockpile the coal quite nicely. Things are looking up. Feeling good about this, guys. I'm going to survive. It's going to be fine. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So who do we have that's not working at the moment? We have 5 children that aren't working and the 5 engineers that aren't, well, they're unemployed, but they should start building stuff for us. There we go. So let's just bump the speed up a little bit. We've got some steel, we've got some wood, we have raw food. We really want to get a cookhouse in place. It's just another tutorial. You know, we really want to get a cookhouse down at some point as well. That will actually convert the food into rations, and actually I'm tempted to do that now. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. The generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay, so that sounds reasonable that we are going to go and put the cookhouse down then, which is just what I was saying. That's a base heating level of 1. See, I'm messing it up already because I really want it to fit in there. Well, let's put it round that side. Get the cookhouse on the go as well. And they have a work time frame as well, so when it gets to the night time people don't work, so buildings will stop, research will stop, things like that.
Workday ends.
There you go, the guy just said work day ends, so everything has stopped, but hopefully they will actually go ahead and finish off the rest of the houses. The good thing is every shack contains 10 people, so we're taking 30 people off the streets already. We get the cookhouse up and running, that would be great, because then what we can actually do is, well, I think probably kids are the best thing to stick into the cookhouse. Seems fairly safe, doesn't it? So we'll just go for the maximum children working in the cookhouse. With the basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Okay, so that will be build a workshop, build a beacon, rescue survivors. Okay, so let's just bring it down a little bit now. What do we have here? Hunter's hut. There's not as many people available. How are we doing for stores? We've got a day's worth of coal, we have some wood, we have some steel, and we have a single steam core. I think for now probably the steel that's being worked. Let's keep 5 children on there for now. And what we're going to do is we'll do that. We'll put 5 workers onto the hut. How's this wood pile looking? That's still fine. How are we doing with the coal? Got a couple of people working the coal piles, which is good. I'm going to take back the engineers by 5, because the next thing we really want to do is probably get some more houses down. Or do we need more wood? Is that more important? I'm going to get the wood. That's more important, in fact. Take the engineers down because I don't want those to get injured. Let's get the wood in. Hunter's hut, they're out and they're going hunting, I imagine now. So let's see what else we've got. Got the hunter's hut, got the cookhouse. Is the cookhouse working? Oh yeah, it's just closed. So what they'll do is you'll start to see the raw food be turned into food rations. In fact, with this we should probably, in the cookhouse, standard meal. Can we do anything with this? Maybe maybe when it opens we should be able to get something better going. Well, better. Worse is what I actually mean. So I can introduce... Oh look, cool. Sorry, there's the hunters that are going out. Let's pause that. They're going out and working their way through the snow. So let's have a look at the new laws. Book of Laws. That's what I'm after. Soup. So we can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. So that's a bit of a no-brainer then, isn't it really? So let's get soup on the go. Soup's up, guys. And hope has gone down a bit. See, that's just terrible. We give them soup and they get upset. So yeah, here we go. So cookhouse will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food in a standard meal, but in soup the cookhouse will produce 5 food rations from 2 raw food. So yeah, they're going to get soup and they're going to have to suck it up and enjoy it. So again, what it's going to do, we need to build the workshop. Resources depot tech workshop. Actually, I did not see what that was, so let's just have a look at that again. Workshop. It's a base heating level 2. It's going to cost me 15 wood and 5 steel, so we've got 50 steel, 61 wood. So not adjacent to a street, which I will sort out in a minute, but I'm going to plop that down there. I will give get a street in place around there like that, and then probably plop some more houses down. See, it's minus 20. What have we got here? Temperature will rise, so the temperature is going to drop by 2 levels. So that's just not going to be minus 20, it's going to be minus 40. So we really need to get some houses out again. People. Tents. I don't want to make a massive deal out of it. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's going to give us another 20 people off the streets. I think we need to get another one down at least. So as you can see, I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful game. I really do. That's very swift, by the way. But okay, you see that actual boiler twitching as it's working. The pressure gauge. Can you actually tilt at all? We can't tilt, unfortunately. But you see the steam coming out of there as well. That's its. Oh, like you see, like the little mess hall on there. People are going to go out to work and do things for us. Looks like they're going out and building tents, which is great. We've got some guys working on that. Is good. Well, we have 2 people. Oh, 2 people are sick. Do we get the medical tent down as well? I think we probably need to. We're out of wood. Desperately out of wood. We've got people going to go collect it though, aren't we? Steel. These guys collecting wood. Steel. 15 of 15 people working that, but I feel like we should probably get some more wood crates. Get the engineers out to do that as well, and then we need engineers to do that, so let's get the engineers out and work in the workshop. So build a workshop. Next thing is to build a beacon, but I feel like I need to get more people housed. Oh, okay, so technology tree. Let's see what we've got. Heaters. What does this do? Okay, so we need wood to actually start researching. I've never really needed wood so much in my life. So we need to research the beacon first before we can build it. We need 20 wood and 35 steel. Faster gathering, sawmill, steelworks, coal thumper, hunter's gear. Okay, so let's just get. There we go. There's the wood. Let's get the beacon started. So that's what it wants us to do, and hopefully we'll get some more resources in and get them in pretty quickly. I hope. When should I build a path out here? I wonder. No, that's all right because that one's pretty close. Let them push through the snow as much as possible. They'll be fine. So we were looking at trying to get a medical centre down as well, or something to treat the people anyway. Medical post, what does that need? 25, so that's about to pop in. Is it a good investment at this moment in time? How long until? Temperature's going to drop. Really want to get, yeah, I think we should probably get that medical post down. What did it have us? Base heating of wood of 125 wood. Yeah, let's get it in there. Okay. So we're probably actually going to have to pull back some engineers so they can come and... where did I put my engineer? It'd be nice if it could tell you where the guys are actually working. That would be a good help. Engineers, so none. I'm going to have to send those guys back for now. Probably okay for steel. I think we take the children off the steel wreckage and put them on the wood. That's probably what we have to do right now. And then we need to save up the resources to get the beacon built. So we can probably build the... Okay, what's going on here? Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we send out. She urges you to hurry. Well, we will do what we can. And what's happened here? Child injured at work. Child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness. So we give the kid the day off. Hope will rise slightly. Or we can tell the kid for being... Well, you know what, I'm not a complete bastard, so let's give the kid the day off. I'm feeling nice, but don't do it again. So right, beacon. Beacon. So actually, beacon is being researched. Once that's done, we can then get the beacon out. I kind of feel like the thing we're going to need the most all the time is wood right now. Continuously trying to get that. Steel doesn't look that bad. Medical outpost, waiting for workers. What's wrong with the cookhouse? Functioning? That's good. See, we've got the raw food, but we have loads of food rations. Well, not loads, but we have plenty. So that's still waiting for workers. Are the guys getting there? Of course, see, without paths it takes them an age to get anywhere, which is frustrating. And we still need to build 2 more houses as well. Let's get the tents up. That one there, and there we go, that's going to be a problem. Let's put that tent there. And that will give us the housing that we need for everyone that we have right now. And that's not a bad thing, really. Not resume production, requires raw food. Okay. So it's functioning, but again limited due to the food. So beacon researched. So let's go and what else can we research next? Actually, let's get the beacon build down first, so we don't use all the resources under tech. It's under tech. So does the beacon have any heat? No, just needs to be somewhere. So not adjacent to a street, so it has to be adjacent to a street. Let's build the beacon there, shall we? Let's get speed going. So it's a case of we need to get more people housed, we need to get more people fed. With that we need more space, and we need more people to do it. So yeah, damned if you do and damned if you don't. So how's the hunter's hut going? Where's the hunter's hut? So 5 food, raw food a day. It's not been maxed out right now, but that's okay. Right, we got that down. Heaters. So allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises the workplace temperature by a level 1, consumes 1 coal per hour when running. Coal thumper, faster gathering. People will gather coal faster. I think we need that really. We need those resources, and we need more of them now. So you can even see that the building's actually working. That's really I do wish I could zoom in more. I really could. Made a beautiful job of it, I have to say though. So if you guys know, but they've so there we go. Wood has been depleted already. Loads of wood crates. Please tell us we have some more somewhere. We do, yes. So let's max that one out. Wood crates. Let's get some more of that. And I think probably let's go get some more steel. Start bringing the steel in. This is made by 11-bit games, and these are the guys who made This War Is Mine, or This War of Mine. I can't think it's This War of Mine, which is an absolutely brutal game. I played it on release, and it kicked my ass repeatedly. They also did Beat Cop, which was like an 80s 11-bit, I suppose, 32-bit, 12-bit, 16-bit is what I'm looking for. Type cop game. I played it for a little bit. I ended up refunding it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but still, the guys generally put out really good games, and you know, if it's going to be challenging, if it's going to be fun, then I am all down for that. Well, I can see the heat coming off that as well. We are no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the ice barrens that surround us, the Frostland. Okay, cutscene. And of course, with it being steampunk, it has to be a balloon. Things I don't really want to have to go and find people when we're going to have a big chill coming. We really need to keep these initial group of people alive. Whoa, okay. So what do we have here then? What's this? Lost expedition. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. They must be the lost members of our expedition. Okay. And the observatory. So go right into the beacon to deploy a new unit. So we go to this city. Can we actually see ups? Oh, say because right. So scrolling the mouse now instead of zooming you out maximum actually zooms you out. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can actually see the balloon there. So in here is this where you need. So needed to create. You need 40 wood and 5 spare workers. So we have the wood and we have workers. Although they're engineers, so I really don't want to send them out to do that. That's not what I need. What is going on? Cookhouse. Okay. Ready to search. People cheers. The giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they have done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We need a win. Okay, so that's pretty cool then. So we're still waiting. That's the tent now coming in, which is awesome. There we go. So now we have everyone housed. Did the medical place get built? The medical centre. So that's the cookhouse. Stockpile. There's a tent. How is that? It's livable, so you know what? That's not so bad. Hunter's Hut, workshop. Did I build the medical place? I'm sure I built it. Cookhouse. Stockpiles. Medical post. Oh well, that would be a problem. Is that people are not working it? So yeah, that'll probably be why. Which is always frustrating for me. So, we need to free some people up. So we have hunters, we have engineers. Is research happening? Why is research not happening? It's free time, so yeah, research and things don't happen whilst there is free time. Cookhouse. I'm kind of tempted, we can't have children. We can't really have children. We need to get this party going. We need to get this search party going to get more people. That's coal. We're doing pretty pretty good for coal actually. So I'm going to take 5 off there. I'll do with that. And I'm going to create a scout party. So this is our city, our home, the only shelter from the deadly coal, and all our hopes live and die with it. So we're going to take this party and I'm going to go to there. So 11 hours to arrive, send scouts to learn more about this place. Numerous tents, we can see people moving about. Okay, so that's the same flavour text that we saw originally. Right, so let's send them out. Go back to the city. And that seemed like a good place to put a cut, so thank you very much. Oh, we got someone ill. And it's through the night, so the tent isn't open, so they won't get served right now, but we'll sort that out. So anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first half hour, 40 minutes of this. Again, I'm going to try and upload once a week. Hopefully this time I'll have a save file that actually works. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.